Hello everybody, I'm Master Wabbit, and let's keep playing Pyre. Previously, we lost against the Withdrawn. Then I lowered the difficulty because my hubris knows limits. So, currently we now need to seek our next destination. Where are we going this time in this wonderful fantasy world of everywhere? It appears we're going to be heading towards Orez, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solis. The rites beckon you still further north, towards the middle of the Sea of Solis, an impossible oceanic expanse pockmarked by crude little islands. Attempting to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. Attempts to sail across the drowned sea. Yeah, new recording session, still tired old Wabbit. That's not good. You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars.
You talk like we could just go ride right out into the water.
Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can.
Say what?
My client, Sandalwood, he has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Big Bertrude, a small bog dweller's outpost at the edge of the sea. All sorts of contraband used to come through there, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Lovely. Hedwin's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Alright. We'll continue our journey, but it appears someone wishes to say something to us. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. He wishes to tell you something of the rites. Seems a wellspring of information concerning your quest. Your concerns right now do not include a need to hear accounts of ancient history, but let's hear him out, right? You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And, I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the Withdrawn and Witch Udmild, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. The Withdrawn is the team that we, triumvirate of bog dwellers compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom. Witch Udmild being that crazy ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Islach. Islach, the Astralborn. I hesitate to say it now. Monstrosity described in myths and ballads, though thought slain by the 8 scribes. Even in death, the Astralborn yet feeds upon our world unsated by its own. The scribe Lusglorian. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udmild for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. Some revere them as gods, believing they could be themselves exiles so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myths and legend. I would like to take this moment to really appreciate the fact that they highlight all of these and you can mouse over them at any time. Really good when you set things down from one recording session to another and be like, wait, hang on, who are these people again? So that way you're not completely lost on what you're doing. You know, like the Gandalf meme of I have no memory of this place after you set a game down for a few weeks? Yeah, this game kind of avoids that. It was ruled over by the greater titans. The one called Islach was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. So that one's a little blinky, which means it's brand new. Colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. The scribes together slew them one by one and through this forged their bonds. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Yislach's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. Ew! However, Yislach did not truly die, for by some accounts, it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So, in a way, it is in exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Udamild are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet the history of Yslock is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all of this is some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. So yeah, the Book of Rites is bound by hides of monsters slain long ago. That's interesting, I guess. Alright, let's continue on our journey. Yeah, there is a whole lot of lore dump at the beginning of this game, which I personally like, but it may not be everyone's style. I promise you that later in our journey, it stops dropping lore heavily and it gets, like, gameplay heavy. But yeah, let's head over here to Big Bertrude's. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Alright, nobody wants to see us inside the van. Let's seek Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel says his client has a friend here who can aid your quest. Big Bertrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sends us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt that she commands the others.
Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us.
Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. Big Bertrude! She is a bog dweller once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorceress work.
He did he? In turn we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly.
To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters. Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around in it. The path to the sacred Mount Elodiel lies far beyond these suffocating woods. Alright, slight knock against the game. Some of these words are really hard to pronounce, and it's an RPG. It loves using really obscure words, but the made-up ones are real tough to pronounce. We wish to seek him there, though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while.
Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all.
By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwyn stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care. All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwyn nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. So, at this point, do I want to forage for resources, study in private, or mentor a companion? Exile during the rites. Search the surrounding valuables to add a black dragon session. Good. Yeah, this is definitely one of those moments where if you're playing the game, you can totally make separate decisions, because the overall arcing story, these small choices don't really affect that. But let's forage for resources this time around. We have flayed vines that have Falcon Ron values here. Acid bats. We sense a mystical artifact here. You know what? I like an artifact. And we got Sling Bullet. Bear fleeks the orb farther than usual by 20%. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, continue along our journey. the lone minstrel finds you early the next day. That was quick. Rita, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. Lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. All right, let's step inside. What have you done? A table and a bell. The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manners of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue.
Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over.
If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience.
Dare they make flirtations upon us?
Whoa, easy, Bertrude. No,
Enough, but should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now, be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors.
She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting! I don't know how to swim! Tizo seems to share Faye's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Someone's gonna have some seasickness. Your black wagon became seaworthy. The Sea of Solis awaits. Set sail! Alright. You have not yet been to this region of the downside at the Wyrm Gulf. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. We're a boat! Aw, look at that cute little boat. And here we are at Wyrm Gulf. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Wyrm Gulf. I hope all of you are acclimating well. Is it Wyrm? Wyrm? I want to say it's Worm. This spelled, pronounced a little differently than the Earth Crawlers. But yeah. Okay. Game. Enough with the crazy words. The tempestuous Sea of Solis lies beyond this death-still body of water. Exiled Wyrms from the Sea Dominion naturally congregate around here. Oh, great. We're going to be fighting Wyrms. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We'd risk everything to sail here. The Wyrms. Exiled Wyrms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside seas. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. Oh, a little more lore. There was a war. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next right is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we find ours. It is all part of the scribes' design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the Hulk of Auras. The Hulk of Auras, or is Oars. You know, I think it's supposed to be Auras, but considering that this game has pronounced a lot of things crazily, and then sometimes it won't, this might just be Oars. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. A carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban lost in the waters of the downside. Well, here we have Outer Solace. We can't go back inside our cabin for anything, so navigate. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of Maws in a curving route bearing northeast. In the fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands, the Outer Solace. This game is so beautiful to look at and to listen to. Oh. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come in flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jordariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. Where? There's like no room on this wagon to pace for a demon her size. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing?
Who? Hedwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters if I had to guess. His first time out at sea?
His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others of the group. Later you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Hello, my friend. It's just, the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble, just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Hedwin wants to know what you miss about your past life. Sure, it was highly illegal to have a book collection, Joe. Just the same, you miss having had access to all those volumes. The few friends you had. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you to get by. Perhaps the food? Your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. Or nothing springs to mind. You have made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. Alright, well, knowing me, books, I do know how to read. I do have, reading for pleasure is not one of my best pastimes. I do on the occasion, but it's very rare. Few friends I have, that's a little too depressing. Perhaps the food. I really miss the food the most. You confess to him that you do miss Commonwealth cuisine, not that you often got to eat your fill of it or anything. The food, that's a surprise. I always thought the food was terrible. I hope you're not offended. I think maybe you haven't tried real food. One day if we luck out and find ourselves decent ingredients, I'll cook something for you, okay? Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. It appears Hedwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. Little curveball into the next match. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. Alright, there's really only one option. Let's head to the Sea of Solis. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. The Sea of Solis. By the scribes, the sea! I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the Hulk of Auras, far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Oh no, Tizo. Tizo is wondering if Hedwin is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Alright. Well, we have Under King Pass and Fathomless Trench. So the north current towards the Hulk of Auras runs as quick as the Under King Auras himself. Faye believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Or we can go the Fathomless Trench. The south current towards the Hulk of Auras teems with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. I'm guessing that's just going to be extra money. But I already have a talisman. Let's take a look at what the scribes will bless us this time. You find Faye gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous? They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they have protected us, and they are watching. I just know. Even out here in the water of Under King Auras, they urge us on. I feel it. I just know. Under King Auras, 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Wyrms' undersea crusades sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Alright. There is no denying that the North Current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring in everyone's steps. Your companions gain 2 quickness for the next right. Attribute affects movement speed. Yep, journey onward. So we get to be just a little faster. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Auras after journeying across the sea. It seems the next right is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Oh, we got down the river. We've also got Slugmart. Let's go see what he's got.
Oh, hey, you guys. Fun in running into you out here right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal.
Thanks, buddy. All right, we have... When aura casting, raise the bear's maximum range by 8%. I am 1 shy of that. All right. Ooh. Raises the rank of certain talismans by +2. So, bearer flings the orb farther than usual. After being banished by an adversary, chance to return immediately. I think I will take this 1 small pinch of stardust. Yep, proceed.
I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo, know what I mean? And if you want some more, I know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning? Yeah, just stop on by some other time.
Alright, I'm going to drag this and let's give slightly farther shot putting. So Jadariel here has a little extra quickness. We've got Rookie's thing. I think I'm going to want to do this. Nope, not that one. There we go. Fling the orb a little further with Faye here. We got Tizo. Bonus 2 damage when plunging. He's out of commission. But yeah, starting to think, who do I want next? I could deal with all that later. Alright,
You guys have a good day out there.
alright. Meanwhile, hey buddy, what's up? Oh man, there's a lot of stuff to read. We have, among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Headwind uses it to signal when food is ready. A keepsake from Big Bertrude. Ding. We've got Silver Cudgelhead, a limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life. A keepsake from Worm Gulf. Tink, tink, tink. We have... Okay, there's a table here, but Jadariel wants to speak. Yeah, let's speak with her first, then we'll read the book. Reader, a moment of your time? You ask, what's on her mind? Hedwin. He's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwin since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way if and when the time requires. In any case, when time reminds me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwin is on one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Alright, let's read a book of rights here. In the worlds of Galathanian, the Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew naught of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sclorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Interesting. I'm pretty sure at the end of all of this, I'm going to have to do like a lore recap, because there is a ton. But yeah. I wonder...
Oh, you just keep on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it.
Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there is no sign of a nautical emergency nor a prepared meal.
Oh, I know it's not mealtime. It's fine. I'm starting to really enjoy that constant ringing sound, though, now that it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing that bell, it's probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know we curs have ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't! Anyway, thanks. I mean that.
He storms off. Sorry, Rookie. Rookie shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell. Then so be it. Rookie appears laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Alright, that's a fun little cutscene that happens. At this point, I could just...
Okay, stop it, chum. I'm not kidding. It's bugging me. Please?
Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Let's commence it right, shall we? Having landed at the Hulk of Auras, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. I swear if this is Ors, I'm going to be so sad. It's been a while since I've actually played this part of the game, so... What do you think, Tizo? Don't it look just like Master Hedwyn? Tizo is worried that Hedwyn is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion, a vast and war-torn undersea regime home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth's shores in search of new wars. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies! Worm Knights. Okay, this is probably not what you were expecting, was it? So it is you that heeds the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight's fully intent to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you on behalf of the Pyre Hearts, until the contest. Sir Gilman, he is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. And the Pyre Hearts is a triumvirate of worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light.
Relentless, aren't we, reader?
I suppose so.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Auras.
Thank goodness I pronounced it right.
It would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Pyre's in a different location this time around on this map. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Auras as your adversaries clamber into view. Rookie paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you come from? Ha ha! An excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire?
Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As a commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it.
Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many front-line battles. Doff your helmet, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests.
Wait! Give this knight his mask back.
This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge, he is a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms.
So yes, you can swim or no?
Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return.
Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares! But back to your post!
Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he's told.
This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you!
Uh-huh. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height.
And now, on guard!
The exiles of the Wyrm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Okay.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Okay, so who's going to be in the front position? I want Faye to be in the front position.
Faye.
Alright, who has the least amount of... Alright, Rookie, I definitely need you in here. Except who... oh yeah, Jodariel needs to get in here as well. 2 quickness, yeah. Alright, and finally, let's bring out my boy Rookie.
The choice is cast.
No way these Worm Knight bozos are faster than me. Gilman, status report, sir. What is the enemy's position?
They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye.
Brave? Air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready!
Okay, we're facing off against a new kind of adversary. And 3 of them, no less.
Begin.
Take that. So now that I've taken the game back on easy... Uh-oh. No, you don't.
Hold on now, Sir Deluge.
Uh-oh, not what I meant to do. Got him. All right, hang on. I need to swap over to Rookie. Got him. All right, Rookie. Go for that dunk, boy. Woo! Go for the dunk.
The Nightwings make their mark upon
Yeah.
the game.
Oh, not good. No, you don't.
Stand not in glory's path.
Uh-oh. All right, hang on. Oh, no, you don't. Jerk.
Opportunity.
There we go.
They plunged into the fire.
All right, Rookie, step aside for you. Oh, no, 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 no.
Quite
Yeah.
the turn of events.
I'll take that. Nope. Go for that dunk.
Sublime.
All right. We're at 50 points right now. Jodariel, if you would... Oh, no, no. Oh, whoa, that was very good. Pass to you. Nope, not good.
Careless.
Oh, wow.
Long goes Sir Gilman into flame.
Yeah, these guys are quick.
Gilman, your farm is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line.
Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face.
Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them once and for all.
They seem to be arguing. Oh, I think this is our chance.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth.
There we go.
Pyre shan't survive much more of that. The rite has nearly ended.
Oh, no. No, you don't. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Got him. All right, Rookie. Got him. All right, Rookie. Get that defense. All Alright. Rookie, you want to do something? Rookie, my boy Rookie! Yeah!
He plunged into their fire.
Got him.
Gilman banished. And it is done.
There we go! On normal difficulty, no less.
Nightwings prevail.
Alright!
It was a glorious performance, I must say.
Alright, so we're like 3-2, I believe, so far?
The right is done.
Yeah. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won. I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. Those worms were quick, all right, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman. This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the right to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Well, worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get out now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Focus, trading, prowess, the path towards survival on the blood border. These rights make similar demands of us. Okay, so now, the skill tree, when you have level 1 in either side, you can then pick a level 2 on either side. And I believe in order to get this level 4, you need to, like, solely focus into that. Alright, so I have a choice for 7 seconds after saluting her adversaries. Jodariel deals an additional 10 fire to the adversary's pyre. I think that means at the very beginning of... Oh, use Y to salute during a rite. Oh. Interesting, it's a taunt. When landing from a jump, Jodariel briefly stuns nearby enemy adversaries, making them drop the orb. Jodariel can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. Honestly, as much as I want to go, like, depth first, I kind of want to get this. Yeah, there's a lot... Oh, yeah. Ooh, there's some good stuff here. Rookie... Faye earns a little extra. Tizo didn't... Yep, we'll get you next time, Tizo. So, yeah. That's a match.
Until the stars align.
Until the stars align. After overcoming the Pyre Hearts almost effortlessly, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever the next stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion, who is absent for the rites. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form. As yet, something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. Lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest, those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort.
What are you, a doctor?
Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. Yeah, never before. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwyn? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I'm with the lone minstrel on here. Seasickness is no joke. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. And we'll see where that takes us next time, everybody. So yeah, that's a good win against Sea Wyrms. It certainly won't be the last we see of them. So until next time, everybody, take care.